Well, I know tea. So aromatic. A newspaper clipping about the accidental death of a Raja. Interesting.
Now when did I say you could walk around while I was gone?
I'm sorry,
You don't need to answer that. Now sit down. You are still my prisoner, remember?
Oh, well, thanks for reminding me.
I'll set you free. Don't worry. But only after you've told me the rest of your story. I assume the captain must have been furious after what happened.
My God, Ludlow! How could you be so stupid?
I still don't know, sir.
Don't tell me I didn't warn you 1,000,000 times! You are lucky that we are short on people with your skills, or I'd have demoted you there and then.
I'm so sorry, sir. There is no way I could describe my regret for what happened that night.
Why did you not lock your cabin when you were out?
An honest mistake, sir. It won't happen again.
It won't indeed, because I'm confiscating that weapon.
But I still have my rights as an officer.
This is my ship and... No, I'm not telling you again. You know very well what I mean.
I know, but it's just...
Your self-proclaimed privilege to walk around armed almost got an innocent man killed, Ludlow. A dear friend of mine. Was I wrong to trust you? Was I? I am an old fool.
You're not, sir. Ian would have found another way. There was little any of us could do.
After what happened, the passengers have lost total faith in my authority. To restore that, I have decided to make you steward, Rensburg. I want the both of you to pamper our guests as much as possible. And if I hear as much as one complaint, I'm going to have to use force to correct it.
I'm not sure I understand, sir. Why me?
Without Brunswick and Ian, I can't afford to lose any more experienced sailors. You are not an experienced sailor, but you are a charismatic young man. I need a keeper of the peace who warrants a civilized atmosphere for our honored guests. I already informed our chef, Mr. Andra Aubertin, about your promotion. You will find him in the galley, where he will show you what duties a steward of the Herald has. Please leave now, both of you.
Well, congratulations. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. Got yourself a blue coat in less than a week.
You sound jealous. Are you?
No. It only took years before I got a promotion. Naturally, you get one on your 4th day. Of course I'm jealous. And amazed. But it's exactly what we need right now. Absolutely brilliant, Devan.
Excuse me?
Don't you remember what we talked about earlier? There's something strange going on aboard this ship, and you are going to find out what. Because as a steward, You will be the passenger's lackey, so you get to serve their food, rub their backs, and tuck them in at night.
That sounds awfully dull. Is that all there is to it?
Nothing more, nothing less. Well, off to the galley with you. Be sure to stop by the crew's quarters first. You'll find a nice blue coat inside the cabinet there. And while you enjoy that shiny new jacket of yours, don't forget to eavesdrop on our unsuspicious victims.
I'm so... Why? Don't break.
Poor man. How bad is it?
He's gravely wounded, but the officer's putting up a fight. We really need to make sure the wound doesn't become infected. Gangrene could pose a serious threat to his condition, especially...
Please, no, it's precious. You're... Stop.
Shh, don't fight it, Rupert.
I have his meal here, Doctor.
It's unlikely he'll keep anything down in this state. I'll help him eat after I've administered his medicine.
Devan? Oh. Devan, is that you?
Officer, please, don't push yourself so much. You need to rest. Mr. Rensburg, get me my briefcase, I need...
Just tell me how Ian is doing.
I'm sorry, sir. After the fight, Ian, he fell overboard. He's gone.
So, he did it after all?
You knew? Rupert, how... why?
I didn't know, but I feared. Devan is in the pocket of my coat.
Like Brunswick said, there was a letter in the pocket of the coat. It was Ian's, and it wasn't nice.
See, it's all my fault. I could have stopped him. I shouldn't have...
Now, Rupert. Ian was deranged. A sane individual wouldn't get that angry about something like this.
Doctor, I should have known. He thought I was a creep. I see now that I pushed it too far, but I only wanted what was best for...
Do not blame yourself for his foolish behavior. He did what he did, and he knew the consequences of his actions.
Listen to me, Rupert. There are few things we can ever hope to achieve in our time here on Earth. One of them is to be loved. Remember that Ian was loved by many. Now, please fetch me a bottle of laudanum from my briefcase, will you, Mr. Rensburg? The officer needs his medicine so he can rest.
Several bottles with various pills and ointments were in the side pockets of the bag. There was a bandage in the bag. Gerig's scalpel looked very sharp. I took care not to cut myself on it. There was only one bottle of laudanum left in Gerig's bag, and even that was half empty.
Is this all, Mr. Rensburg? I had another full bottle of this with me.
Not that I could find, sir. Should I have another look?
No, I trust your eyes. Strange. I always take a few extra bottles with me on a long journey. Laudanum is a very common mixture of opium and alcohol. It's used for quite a few ailments. I can't have used them all up already.
Opium and alcohol? Sounds like a strong combination. Do you think someone robbed you to have a fun time?
I wouldn't be surprised. Some people are quite fond of its effect. It makes the user all fuzzy and warm inside, not to mention the dangerous illusion of being completely carefree for a while. Well, if you would, keep an eye out for someone with a flushed face. Laudanum usually makes people blush a little. Now please leave us, Mr. Rensberg. The officer deserves some privacy when I administer his dose.
Ah, Devan, you're right on time to help Danielle with dinner for the crew. Are you a good cook?
As if anybody can make a decent meal in this kitchen.
Golly, Danielle. You are on a ship, remember?
Really? I almost forgot. I was wondering where all the water came from.
Yes, you are still quite wet behind the ears. Now, boys, the water is cooking, and I expect you to make me proud while I clean and set the table. So get a move on and make me a nice stew.